each side. They'll drop back with 4 coming out and lob one down the field. Will Brown in coverage. It's tipped up and intercepted. Brown caught it laying on his back at the 40-yard line. It went up into the air, and he was just there underneath it for the pick. And it works out almost like a punt, though. Gets it out to the 42-yard line. What a play by Brown.
Yeah, I don't blame
Abingdon
for, we thought, what do you do there? Maybe just run it. But, yeah, that's just as good as a punt. You're not going to punt it much further than that. So
how about it? Will Brown replacing Austin Davidson, our leading interception man, and he comes in and gets a pick the first possession of the ball game and the first opportunity for the defense, and they get an interception tonight. As that's 7 on the year for the Bearcats. Turnover number 9 forced. Lathrop and the offense take the field, and it's Aaron Rose left side. We have a flag in the backfield as Rose pounds it between the tackles for about 6.
I think this is going to be a procedure penalty on Virginia High. Looked like someone jumped early.
A little bit too anxious, possibly.
Let's check the call here.
We're still waiting as our head referee. Yep. Procedure penalty. So a 5-yard variety. We'll send it back to be a first down and 15 for the Bearcats.
Looked like the player that jumped, however, was on the near side of the field. I seen him jump, but the official on the far side is the one that ends up throwing the flag.
So first and 15, Bearcats from their own 47-yard line.
First penalty of the game on the Cats.
9:14 on the clock, scoreless ball game. Abingdon won the toss, elected to receive, and they went they got a first down, then went backwards thanks to a couple of penalties. They'll hand off Rose this time, and he is brought down after a gain of about a yard. He got met in the backfield, fought forward for what he could, and he gets it back up to a second down and about 14.
William Seymour, the man with the tackle there for the Falcons. Yeah, he gets back up to the line of scrimmage, but it will bring up a second 14. 8:47 remaining on the first quarter clock. 0-0 ball game.
And good field position for the Bearcats. Don't want to spoil it. Across into Abingdon territory here for second down and 14. They'll fake the handoff, go out wide on a screen play to Bazell, and with a couple of blocks, he's got the first down and brought down at the 30-yard line. Needed 14, he got 16, and it's a BSN Sports first down. Nice play design.
Yeah, T.J. Taylor, player on the tackle there for Abingdon. Yeah, that was a nice play, a little inside-out bubble screen here on the near sideline. Dialed the right play up at the right time. First down, Cats, and they keep this thing moving.
And we see Stevie Thomas at the 30-yard line. First time as Rose gets a break. Stevie in the backfield, the freshman, trips to the left side. They'll fake the handoff. Lathrop keeping, and he's drugged down in the backfield, a tackle for a loss as Dylan Hale, the junior for Abingdon, skirted him down in a loss of about 6, and it'll bring up second down at 16.
Dylan Hale, this kid's a heck of an athlete. Had a big game last week against Wise Central. Comes back here and makes a big tackle here early tonight. Back the Cats up behind the chains, second down and 15 from the Abingdon 35-yard line.
Crosswhite and Seymour, a couple of other guys to look for, heavy hitters at linebacker, while Rourke and Hale will be the proven talents on the D-line. The snap is fumbled. Lathrop has to fall on it back at the 50. It's a loss of another 15 yards, and Bearcats got a first down just like Abingdon did, and since then it's been reverse.
I think so far in this game, through first 2 possessions, probably 85% of the snaps have been behind the sticks.
I agree. I believe you're right. It's third down and long.
Back to the midfield strike.
3rd and 30 for the Bearcats as Stevie Thomas is in at running back. 3 wide to the right side. It's Bazell at the far bottom of the field as they'll look out wide to Michael Bradley. He falls down across the 45 to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of about 7, maybe 8 on the pass completion, and the punt team will come out for the Bearcats. 4th down and about 22.
Well, a chance to pin Abingdon back deep and let your defense do their thing. A couple of bad breaks there. Again, been the same storyline all year. Just the little things seem to derail any momentum the Cats get on offense. Here they are forced to punt. Coming up on 6.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter.
Scoreless ball game, and now the Cats punting as they're bringing pressure. Abingdon is. Ratcliffe gets it off. It's fielded at the 10-yard line, and he's brought down right at the 10-yard line. That was River Carter, the junior, on the return of nothing as he gets it right at the 10, and that's where the Cats plant him at the 10, and we'll see Abingdon for the second time on offense.
A flat kick quick, but Hunter Wright still quickly down there to make the tackle for Virginia High. Abingdon will set up for their second drive of the ball game at their own 10-yard line.
See if the defense can keep it going. They've played well to this point.
Fans never miss a moment of the 2018 season. Tune in every week for Virginia High School football on Bearcat Radio. Coverage begins 30 minutes before kickoff at www.spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio. Go Cats.
Booth in the pistol set will hand off straight up the middle. Looked like the first play of the game all over again to Lucas, and he gets about a yard, maybe two, up to the 12.
Michael Bradley in on the tackle there for the Cats.
Nice play there by that Bearcat defense. A little more straightforward. This team's a similar offense to what the Bearcats' own offense runs, so you got to think maybe a little bit more comfortable than when Chilhowee was going down the field in a hurry-up, switching from the shotgun to the wing T.
They really kept Virginia High off guard last week.
They'll hand off to Lucas again, and good coverage down on the edge of that defensive line as it looked like Jalen Dingus was the first one to meet him. Sean Watkins was there to help clean up. Just crashed down on the edge and blew up the play. It was a gain of about a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Be careful here because, Abingdon has shown they're not afraid to go deep. They took a shot on 3rd down there on their first drive. 3rd down here again, about 3rd, and we'll call it 7. 5:15 remaining in the first quarter.
Holt Dodson is who they were going for the last time. They'll drop back to pass again and hit a slant route over the middle. Ball comes loose. And the Cats recover at the 20 as they're motioning, waiting on the signal.
They're going to say he was down first, but he clearly fumbled the ball in the air. But
he kind of flipped up into the air whenever he was going down. They're signaling a 1st down for Abingdon. What a big pickup there.
Good lucky break. Lucky break.
They needed 7. They got, 8 on the pass completion. They might need to measure it.
Yeah, they need to measure it.
Of course, Abingdon's lucky to have the ball to measure.
Nope, they're going to make them move the chains. So
1st down there.
Okay,
play.
Now, if you're the Cats here, don't lose your head. Don't lose your head. You played good defense. You just had a break not quite go your way. Don't worry about it. Step up, and let's get ready here on 1st down.
Lucas again off the right tackle, and he's still up. A 1st down run. Ball came out late, and it's still out. Now they're going to blow it dead before there's a real scramble for the football. So they're saying he's down after a gain of about 10. They mark him short, about 9.5 yards on the carry by Lucas. And they're trying to get the sophomore wound up here early.
Yeah, another good run.
Just a sophomore, too. Their juniors and seniors mainly make up this running back core as they'll put another man in motion and run Lucas off the right side. Waits for a hole, and then he runs and finds it for a gain of about 3. It wasn't a pretty play, not the best blocking, but Lucas was able to get the Bearcat defense going right, and whenever they went right, he cut left.
Yeah, good job by him. He kind of hit the brakes and hesitated, waited for the hole to open up. Gets through it for 3 yards to pick up another Abingdon Falcon. 1st down, 4 minutes, 25 seconds remaining first quarter, 0-0 here from Gene Malcolm Stadium.
You got to like what you've seen so far by the Bearcat defense after last week against Chilhowee, really just backing up and not being physical. This week they're being a little bit more physical as they are here on 1st and 10. Abingdon tries up the gut again and falls for a loss. They drop Martin back for a loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11 coming up.
Malumba was the first man in there to bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, so now you got the Falcons behind the sticks. 2nd down, and we'll call it 11.
You also got to wonder how many times they're going to go with that play on 1st and 10. They've run that gut play right in between the center and the
Virginia High's got to be careful
guard.
for when they go to the air, catch them expecting that, and then go to throw the ball.
Shotgun, Booth under pressure, and he's dropped a bunch of
Sean
Cats.
Watkins back there.
Bradley was the first one to get there, and then Watkins wound him around for the loss of about 5, and it's 3rd down and 16 coming up. Nice play by the Bearcat defense. Dropping Booth. As soon as he went play action, he looked up and he was surrounded.
Abingdon similar to Virginia High in the fact, too, they go ahead and get up to the line and then look to the sidelines for the play call.
another interesting note of this Abingdon team, they're heavily penalized. They average about 60 yards a game in penalties. Booth under pressure as he goes over the middle, and it's incomplete, intended for River Carter. That's the second time he's tried to hit Carter, and he was under pressure that time as Watkins was coming off the edge untouched.
Yeah, and Dingus was out there too, getting ready to lay a big hit on him as he delivered the ball. 4th down, Falcons will be forced to punt. So back to return for the Cats is going to be Stevie Thomas now.
We don't have, of course, the AD is out. Austin Davison broke his left arm last week against Chilhowie on the opening kickoff. He actually said that the coaches told him to tuck his shirt in, and he left it untucked, and that's what brought him down. They brought him down on the first kick by the shirt, as this one's a high punt. Hits at the 46-yard line and bounces. Thomas will try to pick up late, and he booted it, and it's picked up at the 45-yard line. You got to let that one sit if you're Stevie. He tried to pick it up and make a play with it, and Abingdon gets it on the fumble.
Kenny Fields there to pick up the ball for the Falcons. I guess chalk that up to a freshman mistake. Yeah, I thought he seen the opportunity to pick the ball up and make a run. He's got to shake that off, though. They're going to need him tonight. Defense will have to step back up now as Abingdon will take over 1st and 10 now at the Virginia High 45-yard line. Big turnover. Let's see if the Cat defense can respond.
Yeah, Stevie muffs the punt, and Abingdon with the field. And that's a bigger thing, is it flips the field position as well. That's Stevie's second fumble of the year. He fumbled against John Battle as well. So Abingdon offense back on the field at the Bearcat 45, and it's Martin yet again falling forward for about 6-7 yards, and it's 2nd down and 4. Martin Lucas on the carry. They've definitely not been afraid to go to the sophomore.
Abingdon quick back up to the line now. Play clock just now running. They're already snapping.
They run right side. He's just turning through defenders. A spin move down to the 31-yard line. Another good run by Lucas. Been a little bit more patient than he was earlier in the contest as he'll step out, and they will sub in a new running back. It looks like William Seymour, the senior, who has matched Lucas in touchdowns this year with 6.
Now, statistically, does a muff actually count as a turnover?
It does to the team. I don't know. Yeah, well, as far as like being a running back, I don't know. I'll have to look into that one.
Right. Abingdon will Virginia High taking a timeout here to give the defense a minute to regroup, get themselves together.
Yeah, you got to think, the defense for most of the year has played well, and they've started, last week was a bit of a struggle against Chilhowie, but a lot of teams have struggled against Chilhowie on the defensive side of the football. But tonight you had 2 nice defensive stops. Lucas has 41 yards on 11 carries already. So Martin Lucas, the sophomore, already making an impact on this game. He had 98 against Wise Central last week. But you have to wonder how many more times can this defense bail out the offense, who has been inconsistent for about 3 weeks now. Or 4 weeks if you want to go back to before the bye.
Well, hopefully this timeout well spent, give them a chance to catch their breath here. Fans, Drake's is a proud supporter of the Bearcats. Now open at the Pinnacle Shops, Drake's is the perfect post-game destination. Bring the whole family and enjoy a game of cornhole, shuffleboard, or giant Jenga. Score with big burgers, fresh salads, favorites like build-your-own tacos, and the freshest sushi in town. Drake's is open for lunch and dinner every day of the week. Come play at 508 Pinnacle Parkway or online at drakescomeplay.com, where Kevin Corbett's taking us for dinner. If you want to come out and join us, he's buying.
1st down and 10. Booth keeps on the read option, and he's brought down for a gain of a yard. Nice play by Michael Bradley to come in and sniff that one out.
Second down and 9. And at Drake's, they say, go Cats.
They do. So Bearcats kind of in shock now, this defense. Maybe time to regroup, though, after that drop punt by Stevie Thomas. Is a well-used timeout. As this time they'll hand it off straight away to Seymour, and he is still up. Looked like we were going to get him right at the line of scrimmage. Instead, he gets about 3 more and turns what would have been a 3rd and long into a 3rd and medium. It's going to be about 3rd down and 5 inside the Bearcat 30-yard line for Abingdon.
Tell you what,
you're
Seymour's
in 4-down territory.
He's a big boy, and he drug some Cats with him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely here. You're no man's land. You can't kick a field goal from here, I don't think. So, but still, big 3rd down nonetheless for the Cats.
River Carter, you want to force the 4th down at least. River Carter out wide to the right side. And only one wide receiver to the left, so this looks like a run set, but you never know. And here's the handoff. They'll run it to Seymour, and they converge on him right at the right behind the center.
Going to be a loss of about 2 yards there.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 4th down and about 6.5.
Well, you were right. No hesitation. Abingdon keeping everybody on the field here.
Plus, you never know how many